feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you know how I feel. And you know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you know how I feel. And you know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, there I am. Okay, sweet. All right. Show does what I'm seeing. There we go. Okay. Um. Okay, crazy late start here. Um. I super apologize if you're still here. If you bailed, I understand. Um. I I apologize for this super late start. So. Uh-oh. One second. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Um, okay, y'all. Here. First of all, happy World Hoop Day. And yeah, we're still. Okay, yeah. Um, wow. Okay, got this a little. Okay. So, I don't know. All right, so I'm about to make an excuse, but Southerners will probably understand. Um, if you don't experience hurricanes, like, okay, so I'm about to go total hippie here, but like, if you haven't experienced hurricanes, um, before, there's a weird energy. It's so hard to explain to people, and I'm not like super hippy dippy, even though I wrote a myth. But there is like just a weird energy that you feel in the air when hurricanes happen, and it's kind of cool. Like it sucks because there's a lot of destruction that a hurricane brings, obviously, but um, or and the feeling right, the weather right before a hurricane and the sunsets right before a hurricane and right after a hurricane are like magical, and the energy is just it's hard to explain. If anybody can relate to this, if you like, we have hurricanes every year, I guess. It seems like in North Carolina, but not like Florida. Like, we have some trees down in my woods here, but anyway, and I don't know what's going on, but I slept 11 hours. Last time I slept 11 hours, I woke up and I had COVID. I slept 11 hours, so I woke up literally like an hour ago, and I'm so sorry. And so I usually hoop before classes, and I lay everything out, and I've made some updates to my computer. I'm finally done. Hopefully, I'm coming through pretty clear. And so this is a very unplanned class, and I'm really sorry. I am going to do themes again. I'm going to do promos. The last two classes, it's just wild. So I'm getting used to this Saturday thing, but I literally woke up about an hour ago. I've switched to water, but I was drinking coffee all the way through this. I don't know what it is. I will say one thing, though, that I did get, and then we'll hoop. I did get. I have been trying this Huberman podcast idea that you're supposed to wake up and go outside before just be in natural light. You have to be outside, according to him, or it really helps. And so I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. I wake up, and you're not supposed to have coffee, but I cheat a little bit and have coffee. But I make my coffee and I go outside and I walk around, and you're supposed to be doing that, right? Or he says it has something to do with like your circadian rhythm or whatever. But I don't know if that's the reason, but I have been sleeping so much better. It's crazy. Like long. I usually sleep like 6 hours. I have been sleeping like 8, 9 hours sometimes, and nothing really changing other than that in my life, I think. So anyway, but if you have a request, you could bail me out of this spot that I'm in. If you have a request for a technique tonight or today, but I was thinking we would talk about stalls. Um, there we go. So anyway, fire away if you have a request, and I know we're running late, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. Um, I've got Bettina. Sweet. I haven't really recognized people. Technical moves into flow. Okay, that's perfect. If for those of you that have never taught hoop before, you're more hoop students than hoop teachers. Tech is the easiest thing to teach. Stalls are appropriate. Okay. Well, balance. Okay, wait. All right. All right. You guys are awesome. You know what I really love about you guys is that all of a sudden y'all are very willing to make requests, and that's awesome as a hoop teacher. Oops. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay. I think I've told you guys this life hack, but if you're ADHD like me, whiteboards are the deal. And you can get them at like big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot for $8. You don't have to go to Office Depot. All right, so we said balance. 50 minutes. Okay, sweet. All right, so I'm not the only person then. Balance, and then what was Jennifer's good suggestion? Time to get the whiteboard out. It's out. Stalls, okay. All right. Again, like I said this last class, if I miss technical moves into flow, okay, so integration. Yeah, the connective tissue here in integration is in my philosophy, it's dance. If I haven't greeted you, hey Rita, yeah. Okay, Jules. Oh, sweet. Jules is the second time. Where it was a Zoom class. You did this move in a stream where you walk through water drinking breaks. Tech moves into flow. You walk. Yeah, it's rainy as hell out here. It's awesome. Yep. Okay, so all right, let's I don't know exactly, Rita. I'll have to I'm only at an hour of consciousness, so I think I'm being dumb right now, but I'm not sure I know what you mean when you say where I walk through, like I walk like through the hoop. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. So fire these suggestions away. I think I got them all written down. If I missed yours, write it again. It's not me ignoring it. It's me being nervous and not being able to read well. Okay, let's get going. So, unfortunately, we're not going to have that many cameras going today. So it's going to be kind of boring to watch, but hopefully it'll be a decent class. All right, we're going to go to my boy Lossell, who's easily my favorite ambient artist. There we go. And I love, oh yeah, I posted the sway from the other night. Jennifer, you actually gave me the idea. You said something like it would be cool if we had your opening talks somewhere, and I appreciate that. And so I put the sway up on my SoundCloud, if anybody is interested. It's only about 5 minutes. I think the whole class was, I might put the whole class as an audio. I listened to it. I know that's kind of vain, but I did, and I thought it sounded good. I think like you could just listen along instead of watching. Oh. Okay, let's go. All right. Audible breath in. For those of you that don't know, World Hoop Day started. Hoopin' Annie is, well, okay, so I'll tell my version. I'm pretty sure this is the version, but Hoopin' Annie, a hooper that had been part of New York and then she moved out west. She started World Hoop Day. I don't remember when it first started, but it used to be that it would be like 8/8/2008 or 9/9/2009. And so it got kind of confusing once we, got too high in the numbers to make that work. And back in hoop lore, people used to really celebrate World Hoop Day. Like, all the local hoopers would get together. Like, they would have fundraisers. In some ways, I kind of miss those days of the hoop community. One of the unexpected powers that the hoop community has had is that they show up. Like, people in other flow arts can't always understand how you could have 200 people at a gathering with only one prop hooping. Audible breath in. I feel so grateful to have been a part of those early days. I'm super happy right now, but like, I could easily tear up just thinking about those early days of hooping and the community and how inspiring it was. Audible breath in. Y'all are my hoop community now, and that's why I appreciate you so much. Audible breath in. If you're new to class, I'm doing sway right now. It's completely free form. It's just, you could be stretching, you could be hooping, you could do whatever. Sway is our designated warm-up. Water break. Okay. This is where did Baxter leave his hoop last moment. Oh man, I so love the hoop community, and there's a subset of the hoop community which is the HoopPath community, right? And that it's not like a exclusive club. It's just people that get the vibe. And at some of these HoopPath events, it was people would get through 3 days of hooping, they would become so raw and authentic that interacting with them like made you love life. like you would realize, like, that's what I love about hooping, is that you're doing it, like, you're accessing like the most authentic parts of yourself. And if you just like breathe yourself into being authentic, and like trust that there's going to be people you don't please and that you do, it's incredible to interact with an authentic person. Like it's like, it's like the more authentic one person is, it just brings out that authenticity in the other person. They're like, you know what, this person's not hitting me with any game right now. I don't need to bring game to them, right? It's just, I get emotional thinking about it, because I just loved those. I mean, just hoop events in general, but definitely I was, partial to HoopPath stuff. Okay, so far I think I only have balance, stalls, and integration. So help me out here if there's more you need. Let's do a little bit of core hooping. Oh, thanks, Jackie. You've been to a million workshops of mine. Probably more than anybody, I would think. Actually, I don't want to do core hooping. I want to warm up with rolling. I know we've been doing this a lot lately, but I like it. Rolling in HoopPath is where you're rolling the hoop vertically. It doesn't have to be, and it's not the best term, I'll admit it, but basically it means that the hoop is rolling. It's moving around. And just so you understand, even though weaving looks the same, weaving is not rolling. It's awesome, and it works great with rolling. If we're talking about integrating tech moves. But this is just pure rolling. The hoop is rolling around. And I could be rolling it around my leg, like for those of you that are, like, that would be 1 hour awake. But this would be rolling. All right. I need to make some more coffee. I love this track. This tells you nothing reveals my ADHD like the music I like. Oh, that's not good. Okay. We got a little wonkiness going on here. Sorry, y'all. Alright, so I'm enrolling. What I like about rolling is the same thing that I like about waist hooping. It's a simple rhythm, but it's just enough to help get me in flow. Oh, I love that. Man, I forgot how much I like this track. As I mentioned in the last class, if you're new to hooping, there's two currents there's two currents. I'm rolling, right now I'm rolling towards my right. I could do a swing break. I'm rolling towards my left. Swing breaks are 1 point breaks. There's only 1 point of contact. It's just 1 point on your hand. That's one of my favorite moves. I love doing quick tosses out of rolling into a swing. This is me swinging it, tossing it, swing. feels awesome to do it. If y'all want to learn it, we'll break it down. But right now, I'm literally trying to wake up, but figuratively, I'm trying to wake up my body. Well, I guess I'm literally doing that too. So I'm picking a simple technique like rolling, something that's not going to be hard for me to do, but then moving my body while doing it. The first time I ever did a HoopPath big retreat, there were 20 people that came, and I was stoked. Because with our locals, we had a total of 40 people, and I could not believe it. It was the first hoop only workshop that had ever been, or retreat that had ever been done. And then the next year, we had 80 people. And then the next year, we had about 110. Audible breath in. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Cater tots. That's awesome. Yeah, we had a late start, Cater tots. I did something I don't normally do. I slept 11 hours. I never set an alarm because I never have to. All right, so Rita, swing break question. Can you please do a close-up? Yeah, totally. Maybe this camera would be better. We'll see. Okay, so if I'm rolling the hoop to whatever direction, it doesn't matter. The swing break is gripless, the way I'm doing it, and I swing it out. And what causes the hoop to stall is that your hand goes with it a little bit, and it's so hard to describe, but I'm going to stall it on the back of my hand, like the hoop will be on the back of the hand. And as the hoop swings out, as it swings this way, I go with it. Just enough, and that will stop. That's the swing break. Do you see my hand is... maybe I should go back to the other. This is wow. I don't know what's going on with me today. I think the comments are kind of getting in the way here. All right, that's the swing break. Boom, boom. Is that helpful? Okay, you said thank you, so maybe you got this. Y'all are on a 9-second delay with me, so... and you can, if you really want to get funky with it, you can totally swing break, from any, it doesn't have to be your hand. This is me just doing it on my arm. Okay. I forgot about this song. Oh my gosh, I love this song. You know what? All right, actually, I want to talk a little bit about balance. I'm going to use that song. I love that song track so much. I'm going to use it. But let's go from rolling into balance. Okay. Now, if you're new to hooping, this is going to be a little too advanced maybe for you right now. But one of the ways that I used to learn balance was to roll into the balance. Where's the camera? Okay, here it is. Was to roll into the balance. And so I'm rolling the hoop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to in HoopPath, well, the way I teach it is you balance on the back of the hand. You could do whatever. It could be on the palm, whatever. I'm doing the back of the hand. But what I'm going to do is push my hand up into it as it's rolling. And it's kind of like the swing break, but just the balanced version of that. Boom. And it can sometimes rolling with the hoop in that momentum can help you hand walk and all sort of things. So let's talk about yeah, okay. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm rolling the hoop right now, and I could just, like we did last class, we could just roll into a body roll. If you want to learn that, we just did that on the last class. But I can't just roll into the balance. So I'm here, and I'm going to bring my hand right up under the hoop. So it's rolling like this, and I'm going to bring my hand here. Now, when I'm in balance, I'm going to try to focus on one spot on the hoop. I usually do like the highest spot, and put my mental my gaze, my literal gaze, my eyes, everything on that spot, and I'm pretending that like there's this invisible hand with my eyes that is coming out and holding the hoop, right? And so as I'm doing this balance, this roll into the balance, I'm trying to have that spot, hats get in the way sometimes, but I'm trying to have that spot locked. And then kind of like we were talking about before, rolling and balance. So I can roll into the balance, and then I can roll out of the balance. And it's a good, like, fluid, I hope this is making sense. It's like an organic way to learn balance. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm rolling the hoop right now. I'm doing all those cool swing breaks and all that sort of stuff. And then I roll up into balance. I'll hold it for a second. And if the hoop starts to fall, I just create another roll. Okay. All right, let's stay with one more balance since we're there. One thing I'll point out is this is what we call single point balance. This is 2-point balance because there's 1 point of contact here and 2 points of contact here. And for whatever reason, sometimes it's a lot easier for people to learn 1-point balance, like in the bow playing, in this playing. But the 2-point can be really helpful to learn it because with 2 points you can do like axle spins, you can do hand walking. So there's a lot, like, it really, really opens up stuff for you. And the rolling that we're talking about will help get you into 2-point balance because I'm rolling like this, and it's almost just natural. My arms are up here. Now, what I do is I bend my elbows for balance. A lot of people like to go, I don't know if they like it. I think they just do it, but they go super straight-armed in their balance. I think it's better and easier for you if you bend your arms. So instead of something like this where my arms are just like, I'll show you. Like instead of like this, and it might look cool, I get it. I'm usually like this, like where my arm is broke, like not broken, but you know what I mean. My elbow's broken. Okay, let's put some music on and play with that. And then we will talk about stalls. pick anywhere to stare at. Some people pick this closest spot. I like to look across the hoop. So if I'm in a bow balance, I'm usually looking right over there. Balancing in the wind is awesome. Yep, Shelly's right. Lots in the feet. One of the tips I can help give you. Wait, this is just goofy. One of the tips that I can help give you is the levelness of your hand, like the up and downness of your hand, makes a big difference. And that's how you manipulate it. And so a lot of balance is allowing your hand to kind of do like that. Now, you probably won't tell it to do like that, but it will just do like that. But you're sort of holding it here. And then if you want to hand walk, you use the changing, maybe this is too loud. You change the pitch of, where the hoop is sitting. Like, so if I wanted to hand walk it, Bettina says she's breaking a lot in her living room. I don't think she means hoop breaks. I think she means destruction of property. But I'm tilting up, and that will cause the walk to happen. So I walk, and like the thing is your hands in double point are kind of like creating circle shape, right? So it's like kind of like that, Bend at the knees. All right, sweet. These are all good. All right, let's bring. This is me like leaning my hand forward. I'm gonna tip it that way, and you'll watch it when I walk that way. Boom, right? I'm gonna tip it up towards me, and you'll watch it start to walk. There we go. Are kind of creating a circle. Even though you're moving a circle with the hoop, you're kind of creating the bottom half of a circle with your hands. I'm going to push back up, and that's going to create momentum. That's the backward walk. Whoa, okay. All right, Bax. Okay. All right, I'm guessing we should probably move on. I know that was a lot of balance practice for you. If you want one more song, let me know, but I think maybe we'll move on. Yeah, it's really fun to in your face, Amber. That's funny. Nice, Carla. Hey, like, please, y'all, post your breakthroughs. You're in a room full of people that care. It's hoopers, it's lonely sometimes. You're like, oh my gosh, I got second current. And they're like, what's second current? Oh, sweet. Yeah, Mike is awesome at balance. Yeah, he is a sick, he's very, very good. And a cool guy. All right. Actually, all right. Let's do one more balance one. I'll do something super chill. But if anybody is even close to having a breakthrough, and try axle spins in balance. It's super badass. A lot of people think that they're not good enough to try them, but you probably are. And so I'll show you two of them. One that you can do is if I'm here and I'm holding the hoop in balance, I can just knock the hoop a little bit and it will spin. Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm here. So this would be, like, I don't think this is the easiest in the world. I'm on the back of my hand. And so an axle spin here would be like, I'm just going to, wow. I will never wake up 1 hour before class ever again. I can't believe I have to set an alarm, but I do, I guess. So that's an axle spin. But the 2-point are much more easily controlled, and they look like that, right? So I'm here. Now I'm here. See that? And some of you are if you've been streaming if you've been participating in these classes, I'm positive some of you have gotten to the place where you can try this. So it's here. And the hoop's you're gonna allow the hoop to pivot on the 2 points that are balancing it. I'll bring the music up. So I'm just doing demonstrations here, but these are different types of axle spins and balance. I definitely have a first current. This is my first current in this. It is definitely harder for me to go the other way. As you're practicing here, one of my favorite things about the early days of hooping, and it's still this way, I'm sure, but like I would, let's see, wait, here we go. You would travel to, like on my tour, a lot of times to make it affordable, people would offer me a place to stay, and it would be a hooper, and you would walk in, and like no matter where it was, like how small the apartment was or big it was or whatever, they would be giving you sort of the tour or at least telling you where everything is, and you'd walk into one room that had no coffee table, had a lamp that was like a lampshade that had a dent in it. It had like 3 blades on the ceiling fan, and that was their hoop room. And it was so awesome to like watch like this commonality, like as you would move across the hoop world, that there was like a hoop space that this person had cleared out and broken things. The cat was always afraid of it. It was so funny. Okay. Okay, let's talk. We're going to switch to SoundCloud now. I hope you guys are still with me. Where are we at in time? Oh, wow, we're almost out of time. All right, so I'm going to run class like 10 minutes over because we started late, and again, I apologize for that. That's not that common. It's been a while since I was almost 18 minutes late. Usually we start by 10 minutes after. Sweet. Wow. Okay. I want to see. fix this really fast. There we go. Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't opt for the 10 o'clock class. Yeah. Okay. This song is more chill than I remembered. Let's try this one. These are all new SoundCloud songs that I like. Okay, so let's talk stalls. I hope that's okay with you guys. No, stalls aren't for everybody. You can get really actually, yeah, let's do this. You can get really dizzy doing stalls, so you know, take your time with it. One stall that is kind of easy to do, I think, especially if you have a hat on, but like I'll just pretend. So it's my grown out hair. But it's a forehead third eye stall, and that comes from the story. And it can really help you teach you head hooping, but it can also just be fun. So here's how you do it. This is a third eye head, you know, whatever. I'm being a hippie, but so I'm spinning like this. I'm gonna turn my palm towards me, and then I'm just gonna place the hoop on my head, my forehead, just like that. This is a dayside stall. Whew, I'm already dizzy. There's also a night side stall. A night side, so that's when the hoop is on the back of your head, and you can let that, you can go from the day and just let it roll to night. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm here. I'm gonna place it on my day, but then I'm gonna let it roll into night. Hopefully it won't hit my mic. And then this is a night side stall. Now the hoop is in your day, and that's what's weird. I probably shouldn't have named it this way, but I did, so I'm stuck with it. But this is night side because the point of contact is in my night. And then this is kind of a nice sort of work in. The way we were gripping the hoop with our eyes for balance, you do the same thing with stalls, and that can be really helpful. And so instead of looking at the room spinning around, you look at a point on your hoop and you try to hold it with your gaze. So I'm focusing right now on one part. I'm just sort of holding it. I'm getting dizzy. Actually, I think I want to try something with you guys, and I know this is going to be like the weirdest ever that I've ever done, I think. But I've done this on the road, and some people, it works. So this is an exercise to explore what I'm just talking about with your eyes and whatever. And here's what you do. You place the hoop on the back of your head, and you try to get it as still as you can. Okay. And then I'm going to look at the hoop. Now mine's going back and forth because I'm not that steady. But I'm going to look at the hoop, and I'm gripping it with my eyes. And then I'm going to move my eyes back and forth. And it's a trip how quickly the hoop will start moving back and forth. And it might feel like it's not in control, but this is me stopping it. You know, pretty good, right? Stopped. And then this is me doing it again. And all I'm doing is just taking that point, and I'm like, my eyeballs are literally just going boom. Don't show this to your partner. They'll think you've lost your mind, but you can actually get like lots of control, and you can even kind of create like a nice swing. And then I'll stop it. Let's see if I have control. If I lift up, that will help stop it too. But this is the skill that you're kind of using on these head stalls. If it I can do the same thing going in a forward back motion. I'll show you. I'm here. Now I'm starting to get like this forward back swing on the hoop. I'm gonna see if I can chill that out, right? And then now I'm gonna go left and right. Up. There we go. Okay, I don't know if you guys are feeling what I'm talking about right now. This is well, this coffeed up version of me with one in my second hour of awakeness is funny. I hope are y'all getting that at all? I don't know if you are. Okay, so these are the stalls though, but this is the technique, and that same technique I can use to sort of lock in. Trying to do this without a headband on, so that hair definitely is hard to hoop on. If you're struggling with that, go to the back of your neck, and you. Sweet Casey, thanks for joining. Oh, Casey, sweet. I think I know who you are. I'm pretty sure. But try it on. You can try it on your night side. Sweet. Cool. Okay. All right. So I'm not too. At least there's two people that don't think I'm totally nut. But this is me spinning on the back of my neck, and neck stalls can actually be really cool for teaching you to not get dizzy. They're not that hard. Like, I mean, you know, you pretty much are just turning. I'm gonna hold the hoop here with my eyes again. So I'm not, like, the room is blurring around me, but I'm mostly focused on this point right here on the hoop. I said I'm not getting dizzy, and then I stagger back to the computer. Oh, I don't want to listen to that. SoundCloud has been... Okay, Restream's happy. Okay, wow, we're already out of time. Damn. Okay, y'all. I know this wasn't the best class in the world. I get it. You know, I never have to set an alarm because I never sleep this late, and so I'm sorry. But we will be back Tuesday night, and I think we're going to do an advanced leg hooping class. So leg hooping Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Okay, Cater Tots, thank you. Okay, so let's just do some, I'm just going to let you pick whatever you want to work on, and sweet. You know what? Jennifer's right. Screw it. Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna do advanced. Sweet, Shelly. The only thing I'll mention, and just throw this out there, we won't do exercises. Paddle stalls. Paddle stalls are where you're holding the hoop on your hand, and that that's a way to stall. And then the cool thing about a paddle stall is that if you run out of gas on the hoop, you can just push it, right? So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we'll take that same move that we were doing before. We were placing it on the forehead or the back of the head or whatever. And so I'm spinning around like this, and then I'm going to turn my palm towards me, but then I'm just going to keep it on my hands. This is called a paddle stall. And the reason it's called that is that when I want to like take it out of the stall, I'll just give it a push, right? So this is me stalling up. The reason it's called paddle is it's on my arm. Now push it. Boom. And it can really help you learn stalls, but then also help like learn shoulder hooping. You could try this in second current. Like this is here, second current. There's currents to stalling. Boom. All right, we'll just hoop from here. Sweet. Okay, thanks guys for joining. We'll free hoop from here. The next time you see me, I will have all the cameras going. Everything will be amazing. It's all I'm doing on this rainy day here in North Carolina is working on the stream when this is done. Yeah, I think this one was a little too chill. Well, we'll see. Thank you guys for joining. We don't usually start this late. I don't usually start this late. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. Normally, 10 minutes after go time, we're almost always going. Yeah, it's dizziness is a big deal. I'm getting really dizzy right now. I don't know if it's the early morning. I'm usually pretty good at this, but I love to balance to songs like this. I think you're right, Amber. I think you're totally right. I totally think you're right. Thank you guys for letting me reminisce about the hoop community, the old days. You're welcome, Hooping Daily. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. I want to do a retreat so bad. That's crazy. still here. I think I'm going to fade to black or fade to green here. But thank you guys. I will see you. Hopefully, I'll see you with an advanced leg looping class Tuesday night, 7 o'clock East Coast time. The replay, I'm getting pretty good about doing these replays, or putting the HD version up, so you don't have to watch it. Not everybody does. In fact, very few people. I think it's the quality of the stream gets better. Sweet Dorothy. Y'all come on down. You're welcome, Heidi. But the HD replays do go up about 12 hours, sometimes less. You're welcome, Carla. Thank you, guys. And also, thank you for bailing me out with some suggestions today. Like, I promise we're going to get back to themes. We'll start on Tuesday. We'll get back to themes. I've been working on behind the scenes on computer stuff, and then I just totally slept 11 hours today. So thank you, guys.